That is very commendable and very exciting. It's a unifying statement. I think that is a very big victory on our side for the our brothers from the southwest coming to that consciousness, coming to realize that we are brothers. I mean, the people from the southeast and south. You see, it is a very unifying statement, and that engenders unity and, of course, prosperity for the region. So, kudos to Chief Sunday Igboho for making that, for the boldness to make such assertion. I think that defines the new order. We are ushering in a new system that we will no longer be divided by the few or deceived by the few political disgruntled elements who has taken undue advantage of the South by conniving with their Fulani oligarchy or political elites to divide or devise means of dividing us, splitting us into bits based on ethnicity and religion. So that is a very commendable position. So I may want to appreciate him. They say an air of confidence inspires trust. He's sending this signal clear and direct that we can no longer be vulnerable to the deceptive mechanism and the propagandas of the political elites. They should stay clear that this is no longer business as usual. And we share common ideology, which is the restoration of our identity, restoration and the welfare of our own people. So if the Yoruba have the same ideology, then we are brothers. We share the same ideology. We are determined to achieve that. So it's a highly commendable statement. So that should send a warning to everyone who think that he can infiltrate these two camps. So there is no room for any saboteur or people that may want to take undue advantage. Yes, it's, of course we are brothers, and we have come. This has come to stay as far as the Biafrans and the Ndigbo nation is concerned. We share. We have common boundaries, likewise with the Ambazonians. So we intend to move forward. We intend to build a viable system that will be driven by ingenuity. I think that is one of the fundamental reasons why this tempo has been sustained. So the likes of Professor Soyinka, we have the Fayose of Ekiti State, the Sunday Igboho. All these people are promising legends who should be emulated. So it's highly commendable, and of course, that will send a clear signal to Nigerian state that, of course, things has fallen apart, and it is no longer at ease. And of course, the arrow of God will strike any moment from now. And nobody knows. Of course, it is definite that Nigeria is tilting towards an end. I don't mean that Nigeria is about to end, but an end is coming upon Nigeria. You see, which means it is inevitable. When you say Nigeria is about to end, probably it might not be feasible. But when you say an end is coming on Nigeria, then it means it's inevitable and very imminent.
But then with this, do you think that the Biafrans need to watch their back somehow?
Well, watching your back, I think we have gone beyond watching our backs. Whatever happens, we are committed, we are resolute. So irrespective of whatever will happen, we are independently, for me, indomitable. So, and we are formidable by nature. So Biafrans have gone beyond that, and we are encouraging, of course, our brothers from the Oduduwa states to also join us. We believe that together we can be better. But standing alone, of course, we know we are committed to this cause, and we have gone far beyond. So there's no retreat.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. So on to the next, we have not preparing to leave Nigeria as well, says Rashidi Ladoja, that's the former governor of Oyo State. In his statement, he mentioned that the North had been working silently for the possibility of Arawa Republic. Now, first, do you think the North will ever want to leave Nigeria for any reason? And then, if all of these three major tribes are agitating for self-determination, why delay it any further?
Thank you very much for your question. Why delay further? I think at this time we don't consider it necessary. Any further delay would be very devastating, would have devastating effect on virtually all the regions. So it's high time we come to the reality, we come to accept the reality that we are no longer, it is no longer convenient, it is no longer feasible for us to remain as an entity. Why? Because, of course, I told you that in the last interview that we have about 12 states that practice Sharia. You see, that is Islamic Caliphate has been already established within those northern region. By implication, they are running a parallel state, you see, and still pretend to be part of Nigeria. Indirectly, they have ceded, they've moved out of Nigeria, because coming in with a different constitution, you see, that contradicts the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, suggests that Nigeria, of course, the tenant of the Constitution is no longer binding on them. They practice and run Sharia Constitution. So invariably, they not should understand that, of course, and get to accept the reality. There's no point. Of course, why is it lingering is because of the oil doom in the south. So most of them are gross beneficiaries of this oil well. They own those oil well. So they are reluctant about the issue of Nigerian parting their ways, splitting, because they knew what they have been benefiting from those oil wells. And of course, when both parties part, the oil wells, of course, invariably returns to the original owners. So that is just what is keeping us. Otherwise, nothing would have kept us as one.
By the original owners, you mean?
I mean the southerners that owns those oil wells. You see, over 90% of those oil wells have been allotted to the northern political elites and the emirs. So that is what is foretelling the dissolution of the Nigerian state. Nothing else but the oil from the southern region. Unfortunately, those who owns the oil have been subjected and subjugated to, the state of ridicule. You can imagine you have an oil well, but there's no reflection of such within your environment. You don't have potable drinking water. You don't have accessible road network. You don't have even schools. Most of the schools over there are in the worst states. They don't have worst health system. They are the most deteriorated states. So what now suggests that you are the oil, you're endowed with, your region is endowed with those sort natural resources. Why the North is busy exploiting the South, preparing for the exits. You see? Of course, they have, with the money from the oil well, they have been able to assign or construct railway from Nigeria to Chad. to Mali. See, they are not building refinery, the state of the art refinery in Daura, Katsina State, far Katsina. Why the people from the south that owns the oil well cannot even boast of a modular refinery? You see, you can imagine the level of injustice meted on the southern region. And these are one of the issues that is we need to address with every seriousness and urgency.
Okay.
The only way to address that, of course, is the emergence of Oduduwa and Biafran state.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie.